If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have a usable version of Paul Scholes in FIFA. You gotta wait to the end of the year to get a usable version of Paul Scholes if you're a Manchester United fan, but hey, you get it eventually. Guys, with Paul Scholes, we're taking a look at someone who is 5'7", medium work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills, they 5-star weak foot. So, guys, even though he's a medium, obviously in this game, it is way more ideal to have other work rates compared to medium, but medium back in the day used to be horrible. It's not horrible anymore. Like, you can actually make that work in your team, okay? Specifically, if you're using a card like this in a 3 midfield setup, it's gonna be very important. All right, so 4-1-2-2, that type of deal. Player traits: he's got dives into tackles, long passer, long shot taker, playmaker, team player. In-game attributes: this is how the card is formatted. So for me, it's an obvious shadow chemistry style. I'm not really sure why people in Footbin are giving him a basic or an anchor. For people to give this card an anchor, like, I'm sorry guys, in this game, like, your pace needs to be maximized, bro. Like, it could be a 1 or a 2. Like, I'm giving a shadow, I'm sorry, especially since sliding tackles will be improved. But at the end of the day, he's a smaller player, so will you notice it a lot? Maybe. It really depends, because we don't know for sure, right? But the dives into tackles trait, usually when players have that, it's really insane. Like, animation wise, they always do that certain, like, it's always that one animation they do specifically, and maybe slide tackles has to do with it. Potentially, maybe it's just interceptions. We don't know, but improving that, I think, is gonna be very ideal. Improving his pace, I think, is gonna be very ideal as well, because this game is an art trigger merchant game, right? So shooting's gonna be in a very good area. Obviously, if you want to pop in some long shots with this card, he could be very good at doing those bad boys. Passing on the card in the high 90s area, obviously that with the 5-star weak foot, very good. He is short and lean minus, while working with a 5'7" height with mid 90s for dribbling stats, low 90 for dribbling. Defending is going to be in a good area except for slide tackles, and try to improve that as much as possible is very nice. And then for physical, he's going to be in the 90s area as well. So it looks like an interesting card. The way that we are going to be lined up with him in the team is going to be used in 2 different ways, because one is going to be to test out like some long shots, and then obviously on the left hand side, because in this tactic we have get into the box, drift wide, cover center. So having a card like Scholes in that area could be cool to work with. But yeah, we also have him on cover center in the right center mid position, so we'll see how he performs, man. Hopefully he's a beast. Let's go, Scholes. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, nice try. I tried out from a distance there with Paul Scholes. Well done, Scholes. Let's go, Scholes. Let's go, my boy. Good stuff.
That's an interesting pass. Well, not to be. He had moved into an illegal position.
Well, it's great that he wants to run in behind, but he has to get the timing right.
Those goals.
Intuition to win it back.
Oh, I wish he went in with the weak foot there. Because if he goes an inside pass, it's not gonna work out there. Beauty of a goal. Let's go, boys. Good stuff. I thought he was going to move his goalkeeper. That's why I went for the near post there, because he did it before. So this is just my opinion, okay? but he did actually move his goalkeeper. Like, you could see him move it. So if he moved it and I went the opposite direction and I green timed it, his goalkeeper should turn into the biggest idiot in the world. Because you're predicting to go to that direction, but I'm going the other, and you're still getting rewarded for it. It's pretty stupid. Because he's blocking out the far range finesse, and he's blocking the close range one. You know what I'm saying?
Musa. Ronaldinho. He read the situation defensively and did his job.
I won't win that.
Eduardo Camavinga. What can the old boys do from this position? Big chance.
Oh, too much power on it, eh?
It's in the way.
No way.
Defense, and leading the line today is the hard to defend against Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He'll take this on.
Ooh, okay, Scholes. Okay, my boy. I do be seeing you. I do be seeing you.
Maybe good run. Lampard. Well, beaten easily here.
Oh, nothing. Trying to do that meta, the drag back. See, that's why I always feel like when I have that trait, you know, that trait that dives into tackles, like they do that animation more often. Well weighted pass, just not the right one in my part.
Unable to keep the ball. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. This looks more than decent.
Ooh, that one's not gonna come off good. It has to be like a sharp touch for that dip strike to come off.
Scholes.
Yeah, that one's a normal one too. But hey, I want to try with the weak foe. Why not, you know?
Giving the ball away.
Oh, he does make that run though, man. It's unlucky.
Brownhill. Toure. Oh, great attacking play.
Yeah, he took extra touches. Guys, if I knew he was going to do those touches, I would have done that skill move, right? The new one to get past the defender. I had no idea he was going to dribble it down like that, though. No idea.
They need to get tighter here.
And that's not good enough. No, way too far as well.
And the referee is quite rightly letting it
Oh, that might have been a good pass, too. It's unlucky.
And it was all the analysis and technical talk.
Ooh, Paul Scholes versus Paul Scholes.
We have action coming up.
I like it. I like it.
Good movement. Crossing opportunity. Decent position. Chance to finish.
Ah, I didn't get the green on it.
Magnificently to make
Gotta get those greens, my boy. Gotta get those greens.
Scholes.
Ooh, it's close.
Was hoping for
It was close.
a textbook interception. Well, Ronaldinho can do just about the lot. He can set up goals, he can score them. Stuart, I wonder what you think he might produce in this match.
Ah, nothing. I didn't get that straightforward one. It was just kind of like a loop, you know?
And it's up to United now to be inventive. Kessié.
Oh, nothing there. I mean, listen, in the midfield, always gonna be better to have the taller players. If you use a card like Scholes, guys, I'll tell you this for free right now. Has to be a narrow formation, like a 4-1-2-2 or something. Cross that ball? Oh, yeah.
Cross into the centre.
Beautiful. Has to be like a 4-1-2-2. So you know that recent 4-1-2-2 that I showed you guys? Like, you got to use them in a formation like that.
Milinkovic-Savic. Toure. On to Scholes. A glorious chance.
There it is.
They're running
There it is. Give me that weak foot.
Capdevila. And return to Ronaldinho. Cahill.
Scholes versus Scholes. Oh, Van der Sar, that touch, my boy. I don't know about that one, my guy. I don't know about that one.
Oh, they've lost it. Well, the referee trying to play advantage there, but it wasn't forthcoming. Joan Capdevila.
Ooh, okay.
Racing forward.
I know Ronaldinho's gonna make that run. Yo, Di Natale in this situation for Paul Scholes, he's the moving tree. Look at this. There's a moving tree right here. Moving tree. Good stuff. Okay, guys. So final verdict on the new Paul Scholes card. So finally, we have a usable version of Paul Scholes. He's actually a card that you can use in the meta of the gameplay. Now, definitely not going to be like an S tier card or an S star tier. Not S star tier, not S tier. I would say he's like mid-range to low range, like that general area, A star tier, right? Which is perfectly fine because A star tier players and up are all players that people would actually use in the top divisions and do work with them if they're good enough. But the S and the F star are like those guarantees, you know? With Paul Scholes, guys, a couple things to mention, right? So obviously in the midfield setup with this card, I'll give you guys a really good comparison, right? So you know the new Thomas Lemar card, how he's small, he's agile, that kind of thing. That's an S tier card. With his 5-star, with his pace, that card really, really feels fast, okay? With Scholes, it's more ideal to specifically use him in a narrow formation. With Thomas Lemar, I can use him narrow or the 4-3-2-1. It wouldn't really matter too much, but it would still be way more ideal in the narrow because he's a shorter player, but you know what I'm saying. With Scholes' card, if you play this card in a 4-1-2-2, he can actually do work for you now. The other versions, forget about them. They're all trash, okay? They're all trash, not even worth looking. Like, just looking at an 87, like, you know that they released this card just to really shove it down your throat that this card is going to be horrible. Like, they're like, you know what? You're going to do an Icon SBC, and this is what you're going to pack, right? And you even go to the Prime version, and to be honest with you, even the Prime version of this card, I would not touch in a million years within the first, like, you can give me this card within the first 2 hours of the game and I'm selling him, to be honest with you. I'd rather use like a rare gold Ronaldo Sanchez. So it is really cool that we finally have a good version of Paul Scholes that hits long shots really well. His passes are really well weighted. His shooting comes off really well, even if you get inside the 18-yard box. The reason why I'm saying a 4-1-2-2 is because you guys can see with your own eyes that even if you have a medium work rate, if you have a balanced instruction and just cover center for your left center mid or your right center mid, this card will commit forward because he still has the attacking positioning. He still has the shooting capabilities. So he will get into those positions. It's more so in the defensive areas where it could be a little bit more of a problem if you're talking about like the top tier meta of the game. Because with Thomas Lemar's card being a high work rated dude on an anchor chemistry style, you know, if I use him in the midfield setup, he's high work rated, lean body type, feels very fast. A bunch of stuff, you know, 5-star. So that's where like the tier is above, right? Generally speaking, guys, I will say that it's so insane. I don't know. I feel like you guys are going to agree with this, right? But Zambrotta, man, this card, that's why I told you guys like during that time period that people would do this card within, honestly, like the first day. Because this card holds up so well compared to so many cards that you would use in these general positions as well. Like Zambrotta is a very one of the best SBCs they released. Very solid card. But yeah, with Paul Scholes, again, very happy that they released a usable version of him. Again, I would tier him like the A-star mid-tier range, mid-tier to low range, like that general area. One, because at the end of the day, medium work rates is perfectly fine to work with nowadays, but it would be preferable to have a different one. Height not being compensated enough for other things, but at the same time it does because his dribbling comes off a little bit better and stuff. I will say that there is more of a consistency to dribbling with Lemar because of his body type compared to a short and lean minus, because short and lean minus, I tell you guys this all the time, is a combination of agile and physical in-game. Like, people could tell you whatever description it is that short and lean minus is. I'm telling you guys what the in-game thing feels like, okay? It's agile and physical, which I don't want the physical side. I want more of the agile side for consistency for a card like this. But at the end of the day, it still worked out. You know, having that 5-star weak foot, having that strong foot, it's still a card that you can definitely use. So yeah, it's a cool gameplay objective, man, to be able to do, to be able to play in those ways. Like I said, though, I really recommend a 4-1-2-2 for a card like this, okay? 4-3-2-1, you kind of need players that are a little bit crazier, I would say. But in a 4-1-2-2, you can definitely use a card like this in that narrow formation. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.